Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Viewers, you are welcome to my YouTube channel, Finance Specialist. Viewers, in this video, I will talk about linear equation and graphing linear equations with the help of example. Also, I will cover solving simultaneous equations through graph, through algebra, and matrix method. Also, I will cover the uses of linear equations in a business with the help of one simple example. So let's start with our topic. Viewers, when we talk about linear equation, a linear equation is an equation of the form, as you can see here, ax plus b equal to 0 or y is equals to a plus bx, where the variable x has the power of at most 1. So here we have x power 1, so therefore this equation is linear equation. If x carries power more than 1, let's say 2, 3, 4, so then it will become a quadratic equation. So here you can see we have some examples of linear equation. Like this equation we have y is equals to 12 minus 4x, or we can write this equation as 4x plus y equal to 12. So this is a linear equation. It shows a line. We can plot a graph of this linear equation by obtaining 2 points by putting, let's say, if I put value of, assume x value is equal to 0, so then I will get value of y equal to 12, and if I assume y value equal to 0, so I will get value of x equal to 3. So after getting these 2 points, I can plot points on the graph, and then I will connect the given 2 points to get the equation of this linear equation. So this I will discuss in the later part of my video. Another equation you can see x equals to 19. This is again a equation, and this equation it says that for any value of y, the value of x will remain 19. Like for example, let me explain it to you with the help of this graph. For example, this one, the blue color line, it is x-axis, and the black color line, it is y-axis. So it means that for any value of y, the value of x will remain same, which is 19. So let's assume that this point where I kept my cursor is 19. So it will give us a vertical line parallel to y-axis. So this is the equation. This is the graph for this equation, x equals to 19. Similarly, when you look at another variable, y is equals to 10, it's a variable y is there, but it is an equation, it represents equation. So y is equal to 10 is another linear equation. It shows that for any value of x, the value of y will remain 10. So this will give us a graph which is parallel to x-axis. Let's say this is y value, which is 10, so this will give us a graph like this. So this is the graph for this equation, y is equals to 10, and this vertical line it shows a graph for this equation, x equal to 19. Let's say we have one equation x equal to 19 and another equation y is equals to 10, and we need to get the solution set. So what we can do, that after plotting the graph, here we will pick the point of intersection. A point of intersection is a point where two lines are intersecting each other, so we can count the value of x and value of y to get the point of intersection. So this is how we can solve linear equations, or we can solve like simultaneous equations through graph. So this is one of the methods of solving simultaneous equations. I will explain it further in the later part of my discussion. If you see here that the equation 8x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0 is not linear. Why it is not linear? Because x has power 2. Similarly, uh, if you see that how we can plot a graph, I have already explained in the upper part of my discussion. Like we have the following points, 2 comma 3, 3.5 comma minus 2. So we have these 5 points. So some of the points I have mentioned that how we can plot them. Like for example 2 comma 3. So on x-axis here we have 2, value of x equal to 2, and on y-axis we have value of y equal to 3. So this is 2 and 3 will get this point, and we can mention this point on the graph. Similarly, like this is the point 2 and 3 which I have mentioned on the graph. We have another point, let's say minus 4 comma 2. So minus 4 comma 2 means that it is on the negative side. This is x minus 4 and y value is 2. So this is another point. If we want to get a line, so simply we can join this point and this point together, we will get a straight line. So this is how we can plot a graph. Uh, let's understand with the help of another example. As you can see that we have an equation y is equals to 10 minus 2x. So we need to calculate 2 points to draw a graph of this equation. So first I will assume, let's say that value, if I assume value of x equal to 0, so I will get value of y equal to 10. So simply is that we'll put value of x equal to 0 in this equation. So this is very simple equation. Like if I put value of x equal to 0, so automatically I will get value of y will be equal to 10. And similarly, if I put value of y equal to 0, so I will get value of x equal to 5. So this is how we can get 2 points. The first point x1 y1 is 0 comma 10 and another is 5 comma 0. So we can plot these 2 points on a graph. Like for example, this is a example. On this scale I do not have any point 10. So since you have already understood this method, so you can draw these points on a graph sheet at home, and then you can join these 2 points to get the equation, the graph of this equation. There are some other equations that you can try by yourself. Okay, let's have a look how we can solve a simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation, we have 2 equations. The first example you can see x plus 2y equals to 10 and x plus y equal to 7. So we have 2 equations here, and we can solve these equations graphically and through algebra and through matrix. The graphical method is same. First we will use this equation, the first equation, and then we will calculate 2 points by putting values. Assuming value of x equal to 0, we will get some value of y, and when we assume value of y equal to 0, we will get a value of x. So for each equation we will have to calculate 2 points, and then we will have to plot a graph on a graph sheet. So we will get 2 straight lines. And how to get a solution set? The solution set will be the point of intersection where 2 lines are intersecting each other. For example, I have explained this scenario to you over here. Like you can see, we had this equation x19 and y equal to 10. So these 2 lines have intersected each other at this point. So this point, it is called as point of intersection. Similarly, when you draw any graph, like for example, let's say you have uh, the graph of one equation like this, and the another equation you have graph like this. So these 2 lines are intersecting uh, these each other. They are intersecting each other at this point. Let me explain it to you this way. As you can see, the pointer is located this way. This is the point of intersection. So this will be the solution set, and this solution set we can write it as x comma y in this way. It will be x comma y, and whatever is the uh, the point, so we can put it here. So x comma y will be equals to, let's say, for instance, it is 4 comma 5. So this will be your solution set. So what we are going to do here is, in this example, uh, the graphical method you have already understood, uh, and you can calculate uh, the points, and then you can connect them, you can transfer them onto a graph sheet, and when two lines will intersect each other, so that will be a point of intersection. You'll have to pick the point of intersection and it will be your solution. The second method is about algebra or elimination method or simultaneous method. So in algebra method, we eliminate one of the variables to get the value of another variable. We need to keep two things in our mind, like in two equations, if all the variables are positive. So in this case, first we need to check that is there any variable with the same coefficients. So if they have same sign, so in this case we can subtract both equations. If you found out that one equation we have one variable positive and another variable negative, so in this case we can uh, multiply the given equations with the variables, with the coefficients, which will make both the variables in equation 1 and 2 as same, so that we could add and cancel them to get a value of any variable such as x or y. So let us understand this scenario. I am going to explain this question which I have highlighted in yellow. So let's have a look at this question, that how we can do that. We have here this question which says 2x plus 2y equals to 10, and then we have 3x plus y equal to 7. So here if you want to cancel variable x, so first we can name this equation, like we have 2x and plus 2y equals to 10. So this equation we can call it as equation number 1. And the second is we have 3x plus y equal 7, and this equation we can name it as equation number 2. So after looking at the equation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply equation number 2 by 2 because I want to cancel variable y. So in equation number 1, the variable y is 2y, it has a coefficient 2, and in equation number 2 I have only y with coefficient 1. So simply what can I do? I will write multiply equation 2 by 2 and subtract equation 1 from it. So here when I multiply equation 2 by 2, so it will give me 6x then plus 2y equal 2 into 7, it will give us 14. And from this equation I'm going to subtract equation 1. So equation 1 is 2x and plus 2y equal 10. So here I'm going to subtract. So whenever we subtract, you can see that these two variables, I mean in both the equations we have all the variables positive. So when we subtract, so we need to change the sign of the equation being subtracted. So you can see that this 2x is plus, so it will become minus, and this 2 we have it is plus 2y, so it will become minus, and also this time it is plus 10, so it will become minus. So when we perform this operation, so we will get, let me mention it here, so it will give us 6x minus 2x, so it will give us 3x, and plus okay, this plus 2y and minus 2y will cancel each other, and this will be equals to 14 minus 10, it will be 4. It will give us 4, and value of x will be equal to 4 divided by 3, and we can solve it further. So anyway, we can keep this value up to here only. It will be 1.3 something. So this is our value of x, 4 upon 3. After getting a value of x, which is 4 upon 3, we can put this value in any of the equations to get the value of y. So here, okay, let me make correction. It is not 3x, it is 4x. I've just noticed. Okay, 4x equal 4, and x will be equal to 1 only. Okay, so x value is equals to 1. Now we can put this value, we can write put x equal to 1 in equation, let's say 1, equation 1. So it will be 2 multiplied by 1, then plus 2y equal 10. So the 2, when it is here on the other side, it will become 2y will be equals to 10 minus 2, and y will be equals to 8 upon 2, and finally we will get value of y equal to 4. So our solution set x comma y, our solution set x comma y will be equals to x comma y will be equals to 1 comma 4. So this is our solution set through algebra. So the important point to note here is whenever you solve a simultaneous equation, if all the variables are of same signs or a symbol, so we can cancel one of the variables through subtraction only, and when you subtract, so the equation being subtracted, uh, the sign of the equation coefficients will become minus if they are positive, or plus if they are negative. So this is one example. Now let's have a look at the another example. As you can see that here in equation number 1 and 2, equation number 1 we have 2x plus 3y, all these coefficients are positive, and the equation number 2 we have 1 3x which is positive and y which is negative. So in this case we can eliminate one of the variables by only adding the equations. So here let's do this question here. Let's say first I'm going to name this equation. So we have 2x plus 3y equals to 16. This is equation number 1. and second equation we have 3x minus y equal 13, and this is equation number 2. Now here you can see in equation number 1 I have a variable y, which is first equation has a coefficient 3 with variable y, and the second equation it is -1. So I'm going to cancel variable y. So what we can do is here I'm going to write multiply equation 2 by 3 and add both equations Okay, so let me do it this way, like when we multiply equation 2 by 3, so we will give it a different name. Let's say this is the second equation, so I'm going to multiply it by 3, so it will be 9x 9 3 3s are 9x minus 3y, so 3 3s are 9x minus 3y, and then we have a 13, so 13 multiplied by 3, it will give us 39. This is one equation and I am giving it a name. Let's say this is equation number 3. Now I'm going to add both equations. This is equation number 1 and the new equation, which is 3, after multiplication equation 2 by 3, 9x minus 3y equal 39. So equation 1 is this, so let me copy this equation here. This is our equation number 1. So after adding this equation, I'm going to add this equation. So after adding this equation, we will get 9x and 2x, it will give us 11x, and 3y and negative 3y and plus 3y will cancel each other, and here it will give us 39 plus 16, so 9 and 6 are 15, and 3 and 4 and 5, so it will give us 55 here, 55. So the value of x will be equal to 55 divided by 11, and this will give us 5. So this is the value of x equal to 5. Now this value of x we can put in any of the equations. So let's say I can write here put value of x, put x equals to 5 in equation 1. I'm going to put it in equation 1. So equation 1 I'm having 2 and value of x is 5, so it will become 2x, and then come plus 3y equal 16. So 5 2s are 10 plus 3y equal 16, 3y equal 16 minus 10, and 3y will be equal to 6, and y will be equals to 6 upon 3, and y will be equal to 3 to the 6, y value will be equal to 2. So here the solution set will be x comma y equal, so value of x we got 5, so it will be 5 comma 2, so this will be the answer. So while solving simultaneous equations, we have seen that there are two situations and we'll have to deal with both situations accordingly. The first thing is when all the variables in the equation they are of same symbols. For example, all variables are positive, so if all are positive, to cancel one of the variables you will have to subtract equation, and while subtracting the equation being subtracted you will have to change the signs of the variables. Similarly, when you have a question where one of the variables is positive and another is negative, so you can just multiply the equation with the appropriate number to equalize one of the variables, and then you can add both equations. By adding, one of the variables will be cancelled, and after calculations you can figure out the value of the one of the variables, and after getting the value of the variable you can put it in any of the equations, that value, and then you will get the value of another variable. Okay, so here we have some other equations. These equations you can see on your screen. This you can make a note of these questions, and you can do these questions by yourself. Solving these equations through graph, I've already explained. If you want to solve these equations using a graph, so you will have to pick this equation, and then you will have to calculate the value of x and y. First you can assume any value of x, calculate value of y, and then again you can calculate any value of y, assume any value of y, and calculate value of x. For each equation you will have to calculate two points, and once you got a points you just plot those points on the graph and connect them, and then after that when you will get both the lines of the equations, so these lines will be intersecting each other at some point, so that point where two lines are intersecting, you can make a note of those points from the graph, and this will be your solution set. Through algebra method, I've already explained two examples over here, so this is the way you can solve equation through algebra methods. Another one is that you can solve these equations using a matrix method. This method I've already explained in one of my videos regarding matrix. I will keep the link in the description so that you could see that how we can solve uh, two equations using a matrix method. Let's talk about the use of equations in a business. For example, here we have 3 apples and 3 bananas, and their value is 450 cents, and another is we have 3 apples and 1 banana, the price is 350 cents. So we need to calculate the price of apple and price of banana, 1 apple and 1 banana. So you can transform this scenario into an equation. Like for example, we have 3 apples, so I can write 3a, plus we have 3 bananas, so I will write 3b, and this is equals to 450 cents. This is one equation, and the second equation is 3 apples plus 1 banana, so 1b I can write, or I can simply write b. This will become 350. So here you can solve these equations through algebra, through graph, and whatever method you feel yourself comfortable with. So viewers, I hope you would have understood the linear equation as well as uh, simultaneous equations, and how to graph them and how to calculate the values of a variable. So thank you for watching. If you are new to this channel, you are requested to subscribe by clicking onto the bell icon and by selecting all option, so that you will get the intimation of my upcoming videos. You can share your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section. My YouTube channel handle is, if you want to access, It is www.youtube.com/finance specialist. This is the handle, so you can access my YouTube channel using that URL. So thank you very much. Stay blessed.